besides knowing the material pretty well, in the sense that I knew the source material, I knew the...
They love to tell in the family that when I was 5, I don't recall it. I don't remember any.
When a creator has pitched you a great story and you've given them the ability to go out and tell that story.
Hi, and welcome to Gossip Spill. Today, we're peeling back the layers of Disney's staggering $300 million Snow White remake, set to debut in 2025. This highly anticipated project is unraveling into a storm of controversy, and not just over its bold creative choices. Behind the scenes, tensions are brewing between its two leading stars, Gal Gadot as the evil queen and Rachel Zegler as Snow White. The uproar begins with the film's radical departure from the 1937 classic. Snow White's iconic name no longer symbolizes her skin as white as snow. Instead, it now refers to her surviving a snowstorm. Gone too is the prince who saves her, as well as the traditional love story. Zegler has confirmed Snow White neither dreams of true love nor needs rescuing by anyone. Even the 7 dwarfs have been replaced by a group of diverse magical beings. Disney has poured $300 million into the production, plus another $25 million for reshoots. But the creative overhauls are only part of the chaos. Rachel Zegler has been outspoken about giving Snow White a modern edge, stating it's no longer 1937, and championing her influence in reshaping the character. While some applaud her efforts, the backlash has been swift, with many fans accusing Disney of abandoning the essence of the beloved original. Now, Disney executives are reportedly in full-blown panic mode. Between spiraling production costs, heated fan reactions, and rising tensions among the cast.
That would be my preference as well.
Why your preference?
Well, look, I'm going to be 72 years old tomorrow. I've put in almost 50 years. There are other things in life that I'd like to do. I also am confident that the board will be able to identify an able successor. The rice has to be body temperature, and if it takes too long to serve it, it's no longer body temperature. But what was interesting to me about him was he had 3 Michelin stars, and he was still trying to learn how to get better, how to be better.
Yes.
And I showed that to executives at Disney, because I thought it was such a great principle, because so often either the team's tired or you feel
The studio is scrambling to salvage what's quickly becoming a high-stakes gamble. The spotlight in this embattled production has shifted sharply toward Gal Gadot, who is emerging as the potential saving grace of Disney's Snow White remake. As the evil queen, Gadot exudes her trademark charisma and star power, quickly becoming one of the few aspects of the film generating genuine fan excitement. Disney appears to have taken note and is rapidly reworking its marketing strategy to showcase her appeal. Insiders reveal that Gadot's scenes are being pushed to the forefront of promotional efforts, with the actress stepping into the role of the film's unofficial spokesperson. Unlike Rachel Zegler, Gadot has taken a more measured approach to her character. She respects the original story while adding depth to the evil queen, a balance that has resonated with fans. In interviews, Gadot has displayed gratitude and humility, often expressing her appreciation for the audience and acknowledging the weight of portraying such an iconic role. But this shift in focus is reportedly fueling on-set tensions. Allegedly, heated disputes have erupted between Gadot and Zegler, with Zegler accusing Gadot of attempting to steal the spotlight and undermine her role. Insiders claim the conflict reached a boiling point when Zegler demanded that some of Gadot's scenes be cut from the film. A bold move considering Gadot's status as a Hollywood powerhouse.
Anyway, I'm in Israel. I get a phone call. They tell me that they want to do a camera test. I'm like, again, camera test, again, another, almost.
All right, so you're ready
And
to
then
set
I'm like,
yourself up
okay,
for
whatever.
rejection.
What am I being testing for? What's the part?
Yeah.
And then my agent goes, they didn't tell you?
And her portrayal of the movie's central antagonist. Now, Disney executives face the daunting challenge of navigating this internal feud while trying to salvage public interest. Their current strategy leans heavily on Gadot's undeniable popularity and proven track record, banking on her ability to soften the controversies swirling around the production. Meanwhile, Zegler's involvement continues to stoke controversy. Her vocal push for a modernized Snow White, one who dreams not of love but of leadership, has polarized audiences. Her approach marks a dramatic shift from the original fairy tale's themes, igniting fierce debates among Disney's more traditional fans. Rachel Zegler's influence appears to extend far beyond her role as Snow White. Insiders report she's played a significant part in steering the movie toward what's being described as a modernized direction. In interviews and public appearances, Zegler has repeatedly emphasized the need to move away from the storytelling of the 1937 classic classic, advocating for a reimagined character tailored to contemporary audiences. This bold stance has sparked a sharp divide. While some praise her vision, many fans feel the original's timeless charm is being sacrificed. Behind the scenes, the situation has reportedly grown increasingly tense. Sources close to the production suggest that Zegler's strong opinions about Snow White's character have led to frequent creative clashes. Allegedly, she's been outspoken about her objections to traditional story elements.
If they play Getaway Car or Maroon, she's on crisis watch. Not only did she play Getaway Car, she also played Maroon. I was having a mental breakdown in the audience at MetLife Stadium.
I love it, yeah.
I did. It was so fun. Oh my God, as a huge Disney fan, it was so exciting to finally get to go to D23. Yeah. I live on the East Coast, so I was never able to go, and also tickets sell out like in a flash. So it was so exciting to go, and my mom was super jealous because my mom is the reason I'm a Disney fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did she make you?
Fueling what insiders describe as heated debates over the film's direction. Her comments about fundamentally changing Snow White's essence have particularly alienated longtime fans, amplifying frustration among the Disney faithful. The backlash hasn't stopped at the production level. Zegler's public remarks about reinventing Snow White for a new generation have drawn sharp criticism on social media. Many fans are voicing concerns that the original themes and values of the classic are being cast aside in favor of a vision that feels disconnected from its roots. Meanwhile, the challenges behind the scenes are reaching critical levels. Disney's initial $300 million budget has already been stretched thin by extensive reshoots and delays, with an additional $25 million allocated to address mounting issues. This ballooning investment comes at a precarious time for Disney, as the studio struggles with a series of box office flops. The chaos has reportedly triggered numerous production delays, complicating an already fraught schedule. Insiders say the constant need for reshoots is derailing post-production timelines, forcing Disney to reconsider release dates and putting their entire theatrical schedule for the coming year in jeopardy. What was once a flagship project has spiraled into a logistical and financial nightmare for the studio. The controversy surrounding Snow White has ignited a larger debate about Disney's approach to remaking its beloved classics. Fans are increasingly questioning whether these reimaginings truly enhance the original stories or simply replace them with contemporary interpretations that risk losing their timeless appeal.
The one where he was in the boxing ring.
Boxing ring, and Howard Cosell, who was then a famous announcer for ABC Sports, introduced him. And I was asked at some point to get Mr. Sinatra Listerine. We're at Madison Square Garden. It's not like there's a Listerine store in Madison Square Garden. So I dutifully ran out, found a drugstore of some sort. The board was making a decision to make a change at the CEO level at Disney, and that they might ask me to step back.
And you say to her?
And I said to Willow, I'm getting this call. It's possible that I could get asked back. She immediately said, well, maybe not.
What started as criticism of Snow White has grown into a broader conversation about how to preserve classic storytelling while adapting to modern sensibilities. Disney's marketing strategy for Snow White has undergone noticeable shifts as the studio grapples with mounting backlash. Initially promoted as a groundbreaking reinvention of the fairy tale, the focus has gradually pivoted toward highlighting Gal Gadot's portrayal of the evil queen. This shift underscores Disney's recognition that fan enthusiasm is gravitating toward Gadot's star power, not the film's modernized take on the story. Navigating these challenges has proven difficult for Disney's marketing team, which is facing the unenviable task of promoting a project that seems to be alienating its core audience. Early test screenings reportedly delivered mixed results, fueling further concern among executives about the film's box office potential. Negative publicity has forced Disney to repeatedly retool its promotional strategy in search of a narrative that will appeal to both traditional fans and new viewers. Internal reports suggest Disney's marketing department is walking a tightrope. They are attempting to preserve the film's modern messaging without further alienating those who are already wary of the story's drastic changes. In response, the studio has begun scaling back promotion of the most controversial elements, particularly the fundamental reimagining of Snow White's character and plot, which have drawn the sharpest criticism. The situation has grown so complex that Disney has reportedly enlisted crisis management specialists to handle the spiraling public relations issues.
Is not designed right now to necessarily develop great leaders or to encourage more people to seek public office. It just is far more difficult. Now, I've never been in it, but from what I observe, it's far more difficult to run for office today than ever before. And if you do it as a sitting CEO, but we bring to China a type of ideology, admittedly a relatively benign one as it relates to politics in China, but still a Western ideology. And in many ways, that had value to them because I think they wanted to prove that they were not as...
These experts are said to be devising a strategy to unite the film's divided audience while attempting to protect the Snow White brand from further damage. Additionally, Disney has significantly increased its marketing budget, hoping that an intensified promotional effort might help counteract the wave of negative press and salvage the film's reputation before its release. The fallout from Snow White's troubled production could have ripple effects far beyond this single film, potentially reshaping Disney's entire approach to future remakes. With a staggering $325 million investment on the line, this project has become more than just a financial risk. It's a litmus test for Disney's creative direction and their ability to connect with their audience. Industry insiders speculate that the challenges surrounding Snow White might force Disney to rethink its remake strategy altogether. The studio's recent trend of modernizing classics while straying from their original themes has delivered diminishing returns, both at the box office and with audiences. These production woes have exposed a growing rift between Disney's creative decisions and the expectations of their core fan base. The contrast between Gal Gadot's respectful approach to the Evil Queen and Rachel Zegler's modernized interpretation of Snow White has become emblematic of a larger debate within Hollywood. Should studios honor the legacy of source material or push for bold reinventions? Gadot's widespread popularity in the role, even as the antagonist.
They love to tell in the family that when I was 5, I don't recall it. I don't remember any of this, but so anyway. So apparently I was 5 and I was not invited to both of my parents' birthday that they threw on the roof of the apartment where we were living. So I snuck out of bed and everyone were there,
suggests audiences may crave faithful adaptations over drastic reimaginings. This clash of perspectives could mark a turning point in how Disney, and the industry at large, approaches reinterpreting beloved classics. The challenges of this project have cast a harsh spotlight on Disney's financial model for remakes. With budgets now routinely soaring past $300 million, the stakes are astronomical. The added costs of reshoots and crisis management reveal how quickly these productions can spiral out of control when they fail to resonate with their core audience. This fiasco could mark a turning point for Disney's approach to its classic properties. The studio now faces a pivotal choice: continue pursuing bold reinterpretations despite growing resistance, or pivot back to faithful adaptations that respect the originals, while incorporating subtle updates for modern audiences. Whichever path they take, the Snow White remake of 2025 will likely stand as a cautionary tale, a project that forced Disney to confront hard truths about its creative direction and the delicate balance between honoring tradition and embracing change. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more deep dives into the most controversial moments and shocking truths, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. We've got more eye-opening stories and jaw-dropping revelations coming your way. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and share this video with someone who'd love it. Until next time, this is Gossip Spill, and I'll see you in the next one.